Hi, this is JoJo with Queen of Life Tarot, and today I'm going to do a review and reading of the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck that you see right here before you. I recently just got this from Amazon today. It just arrived today. And based on the reviews and the images I saw, that's what attracted me to this oracle. So I'm going to go over as much detail of it as possible so that if you're considering purchasing a deck, you'll know exactly what you're getting. So let's start off by, let's see, this is the cover box here. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the colors and the detail. Okay, and see, it comes with a magnetic opening here. It's magnetic and it closes and it sticks. I don't know if you saw that. I'm trying to get into the frame here. Yeah, so it opens like this and then it closes like that. And then this is the other part. This is the part that the cards go in and you slide it inside of there. But look, check out the florals on this. Check out those florals. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, now let's see the cards. This is my first time. I just unboxed it, so this is an unboxing video. So this is my first time actually taking a look at all these cards here. Look at that. It is absolutely magical. Look at this. Okay, I see Kemetic, I see Egyptian in there. Okay, ancestral images. Okay, yes, beautiful Afro. Look at that. I just love it. I just love it because there's not enough oracles and tarot that represents, you know, images of people of color, specifically with black people. You may find a couple out there, or you may see some that have a mixture of them, but you know, the previous video I did showed the Kemetic tarot deck, and that one was amazing. And that was actually my first tarot deck that I've purchased, because I was actually afraid to purchase it, actually, because being in the religious perspective that I had, I thought that it was demonic. Oh, check this out. Okay, the Black Madonna. That's supposed to be Mary and, you know, child, but it's like, look at that. That is just amazing artwork right there. But these cards, these oracles, these tarot, these are here to help guide us into a direction that's beneficial to us. This is to give us clarity. This is to, you know, assist us. And lots of positive words of encouragement. That's what I'm all for. I don't see anything demonic about that. But from a religious perspective, I most certainly did. But that's why we live, we learn, and we grow. Look at this. Look at this mermaid. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let me see if I can get that in there. Do you see that? Do you see this image right here? I'm trying to get it as... Yeah, do you see this? Absolutely gorgeous. I get so excited when I see new cards come out, new creations like this. This is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I most certainly would, if you're considering getting it, I recommend that you do. Now there's a site, you know, a China site that sells counterfeits. I don't encourage you to get them. I don't see any of them there anyway, but like for the hard work that was put into this, I feel it's always good to go the authentic way, you know, in honor of the original creator of it. because all these images are beautiful. These cards are absolutely gorgeous. Now, as far as the cards themselves, they'll probably wear and tear over time, but I think that's with most cards. But for all the effort and the colors and the artistry, it is totally worth investing in the authentic decks. It seems like China is rapidly replicating the common ones you see on YouTube that a lot of other creators make. Those have already been replicated in China already. So you can get them at dirt cheap prices. But I just feel like for all the effort and artistry that went into these cards, and it's worth investing in the original, because they don't even come with the guidebooks. The counterfeits, they don't come with guidebooks. So just keep that in mind. So I want to go ahead and get into this deck now that we see how beautiful it is and what it comes with. These two right here is what it comes in. You know, the booklet and the cards, they come in here, and then this kind of goes over it, and then it closes with the magnetic closure. Okay, so I'm gonna get these out the way, and I'm gonna shuffle this deck here, and we're gonna get started on this reading. Okay, so all right, the first card is Bliss. That popped out. It says Bliss and Trust. Okay, that's an exciting one right there. Let's see, what else do we have? I need to, I guess, learn these shuffling skills, because the way I shuffle, it's hard to do it with every single deck because it doesn't easily bend. I like when you divide them in two and then do the arc shuffle. That's the way I shuffle on my cards. But this deck is super full, so it's really hard to reach that, to try to do that arc shuffling. So I'm just shuffling it a different way here. So the first card is Bliss Trust. I'm going to pull 7 cards because that's like my favorite number. So we're going to do 7 of these cards, and then I'll do a brief interpretation, and then we'll go from there. So first card is Bliss. Second card is Unconditional Love, Blueprint. Codes in Nature, Miracles. Truth, Aura. Okay, let's see. Let me move them up more, because once I start laying the other cards down, it's not going to be that visible here. So that's 4, and then we have Crystal Technology, Silicon. And this one says, oh, we got the mermaid. It says Guangwani Jemai. Guangwani Jemai. Sexuality. That's what this mermaid one. Okay. And then the final card says Balance, Chaos. Okay. Alright, let's get into it. Let's see what it says here. So the first one says Bliss. So let's go to Bliss. I don't think they're alphabetical. So, okay. It has a table of contents here. So Bliss is page 102. So let's go to 102. I like that it has a table of contents. That makes it easier to find. So the first card says, Bliss is described as a complete state of happiness or joy and comes from the English word blith, to find your bliss. We eliminate patterns, habits, and thoughts that take joy away from our daily lives and replace them with things we actually like. Are you doing things you don't actually want or like to do because you feel an obligation to something or someone? Finding your bliss is about bringing your potential and authenticity to a peak and getting lost in it. A bright yellow veil lifts to the tip of this card as you come out of the balance card. You are trusting the non-material world as you follow a blissful breeze. Although this card seems minimal, it is powerful in the aspects you don't see. You must be willing to let the universe support you. We see a platinum light in this card and minor symbolism for the root chakra, as this card is used in the chakra spread in this book. This card is the card of trust. You must trust that the answers you are seeking are being given. When this happens, your entire soul group of helpers appears through the veil to assist you. Work with orbicular jasper. New thought pattern. My life flows forward with ease and I act with integrity. Wow, that was powerful. All right. That's with the first card. Okay, second one is Unconditional Love. So let's find that one. And that's page 106. Okay, it says Unconditional Love. If this card has come up for you, it is time to find unconditional love. In this card, we see a heart with 33 petals. The outer petals blend inwards from green to pink, purple, and white in the middle. Elements of gold and pink glisten out into every corner of the card. Small rolled up scrolls float around the heart to represent the soul contract each person makes with their journey. The contracts exist between partners, friends, and most importantly, family. But these contracts are not bonds that last forever. In fact, they are the lessons that teach us to be our most authentic selves. As we integrate the lessons of the card of truth, the highest selves of everyone are truly patting each other on the back and showing each other unconditional love. Work with Ruby. New thought pattern. Unconditional love is my life force and flows through me, creating a passion for life. Alrighty then. Okay, our third card says Codes in Nature, Miracles. So let's find that one. If this card has come up for you, it is time to find messages in nature. There are secret codes in nature as shown in this card by the giant tree with the roots developing a face in the trunk. In ancient legends, it is said that miracles take place under trees because the sacred Fibonacci sequence, which appears in all of nature, is a dimensional portal which your angels sing through, purifying anything around them. We see a heart, a liver, intestines, and a brain. Each plant is said to have divine blueprint that corresponds to a human organ and is believed to heal and realign the organ of fifth dimensional level. Work with rose quartz. New thought pattern. I allow love to flow from my heart space with comfort, and it cut off there, but we get the point. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I love this deck already, you guys. Look how beautiful it is. Not only does it look beautiful, but these are powerful messages. So let's go to the fourth card. It says Truth Aura. And it says, if this card has showed up for you, it is time to find the truth. This light is inside us all, and the more we are our truest selves, the more this light builds. The truth card is about diving into the inner child years and lifting the veil at a time when someone made you feel less than like yourself. At some point, you began protecting yourself, as noted by the cloak hanging in the expansiveness of the white aura. The suppressed emotions of the child became the shadow work of the adult. You are good enough. Creating a happy inner personalities help manifest your joyful personal reality. Work with Diamond. New thought pattern. It is easy for me to express my needs. I am loved exactly how I am. That is amazing. Absolutely. Okay, Crystal Technology Silicon. That is the next card, so let's get into that one. So it says, if this card has come up for you, it is time to communicate with the crystal spirit realm. It's been said that humans once had 12 strands of DNA and 12 chakras we actively used. The more light it contains, the more information could be obtained from the elemental being inside the crystal itself. This card reminds us that we can tap into our inner being to attune to other elements, including trees, plants, animals, and more. This card tells you to listen to your clairaudient, telepathic, and clairvoyant abilities. Everything our phones and computers can do, it is possible because there's a tiny silicone-based organism inside. And at one time, this technology was more ingrained into our way of life than before. Thank the crystals within your home, any that you encounter, and even your phone's crystal, because all sentient beings respond to human emotion. Work with malachite. New thought pattern. I recognize patterns and choose grace, compassion, and kindness for myself. Wow, that's pretty darn awesome. This is some awesome information, you guys. So, this one, I can't get the pronunciation perfect, but it says Gwangwani Jimai, and it says sexuality. So, this image is so beautiful. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what that means. A black goddess emerges, and she is fully in love with her sexuality, confident in her sacred power. She does not let anyone siphon energy from her. She activates the erogenous zones of those who follow their true divinity to shine through when working with creator energy. The dolphin medicine reminds you to breathe through your energetic downloads. This card is amplified if it appears partnered with the creator vortex. The energy created by the embodiment of your sacred sexuality is a driving force and powerful manifester. Gwangwani Jamais is here to tell you that you have forgotten your worth and need to embrace your full power. The creator energy is a powerful driver for manifestation, taking you into the multi-dimensional realm that the erotic, energetic expansion will take place in. It has already happened within your highest self. You must only remember to harness the energy and set an intention. Wow. Well, that's amazing. Not only is the image amazing, but the message is obviously a very good one. And so this last card here says balance. And then it says chaos underneath. So let's see what that's saying. It's kind of self-explanatory, but it's good to read what the intention behind each card is as it is written. And it says, this card bursts and brings the message to find equilibrium. You can be sure that instant karma will be showing up for you no matter where you are on your spiritual path. Above the rocks, you see a bright star illuminated. Sirius streams light codes down into the middle of the rocks and reminds us of gentle balance in the forces that drive us. There's a fine line between chaos and balance. Just as your thoughts can build up, they can take you into a momentum that is out of balance, causing unease, stress, and multitudes of other negative things. This card emerges when you are hearing the call for balance. Maybe you need more sleep, more work, more time alone. Whatever balance is needed, if you look inside yourself, you will find it within your spirit. Work with Unikite. New thought pattern, my emotions are balanced and I react with love. Wow, isn't that a powerful message? So I just want to just go over every single card we just went over just now. So first card is Bliss and Trust. Trust into our spirit guides, our ancestors, our creator, the angels. All types of spiritual entities are available to help us when we call on them. I recently called on mine to help with a situation with my vehicle and I got help all right. Okay? I was worried that my vehicle wouldn't pass smog because the check engine light had came on, but I knew there was nothing wrong with the car because it's been like that for a while and nothing is, you can tell the way your car drives if there's something wrong. Plus I had my mechanic check it out and I even bought replacement parts based on what the code readings were. But the light just still wouldn't go off even after it was reset. So I cleared the codes. And even if you clear the codes, you still won't pass smog if all the monitors don't check out. And so I drove around for maybe a couple days. And I just wanted to see if the code would clear, if it was passing or not. And it said it would, but then I wasn't sure because the maintenance light kept flashing on anyway. And so I called on the spiritual realm for some help. And surely enough, I went to the smog place, got it smog, and it passed. And as soon as I drove off, the maintenance light came back on. So I know it was supernatural help. So this card here saying, have inner bliss within and trust. Yes, we're trusting in the unseen forces that are at work, and know that we are loved and that we have help. That's an awesome feeling to have, you guys, to know that there's others, not just you. You don't have to do it all on your own. There's others to help you, you know? So this card is telling us we have help. We have help in the unseen, and we are not alone, okay? And we call on that help. Regardless of what your belief system is, call on your help, okay? And then this one, Unconditional Love, we went over that, the blueprint. And we need to give that to ourselves. You know, it's one thing to give it out to other people, but what about us? I think we're our own worst inner critic. And I feel like giving ourselves unconditional love, whenever a thought about us that seems judgmental, when we're judging ourselves about something, we need to be a little bit more gentle on ourselves and replace it with something more loving, you know? If you catch yourself, like for example, I might be like, maybe I shouldn't have, let's say you felt like you gave too much in a relationship, or you overextended yourself, or maybe you know, something like that. And you're like, oh man, he didn't deserve my love. He didn't deserve this. Well, it's okay. You could say something like, yeah, he may have not have deserved it, but guess what? Because I'm such a fabulous, wonderful person, full of love, I gave it to him anyway, regardless of his worthiness of it. And I got more love to give. You know what I mean? So it's like, instead of seeing it as a, you know, missed opportunity or something you wish you could have, should have, would have changed, you can see it as, okay, well, I did that, and guess what? I could do it again and again and again. I could give, I have a heart full of love, and I can give it to someone who deserves it, you know? Something like that, instead of beating ourselves up for a failed relationship or something like that. So yeah, let's extend that unconditional love to ourselves. First and foremost, if you ask me, I feel like that should come to us first. And then codes of nature, we went over that. And yeah, you know what? I actually love being in nature. I love being around trees. And so when we were reading the message that said there's a portal near trees of angelic help and stuff like that, I think I'll be going to trees more often. You know what I mean? That's some interesting stuff. This is a really deep oracle deck. I feel deeply connected to it. And everything it's saying is like words of wisdom for real. I resonate with every last one of them. Well, the 7 we pulled, you know. But, I can't wait to do more readings with this today. And I most certainly will for myself. Okay. I'll do some personal readings of my own. And this one says Truth Aura. And I feel like we vibrate higher when we're walking in truth. And when we're being authentic. Authenticity, I think, is something a lot of people don't practice these days. Social media in itself is fake because people are usually posting things, you know, they want everyone to think their life is perfect, that, you know, everything is just dandy. Look at, instead of enjoying their vacation, they're too busy taking pictures and video recording their vacations so that everyone can see how happy they are. But sometimes they're not as happy as they portray themselves to be. Or some people love to take pictures of themselves booed up with someone, but we don't see the tears that they cry every night or what they have to go through in order to be in that relationship. But they want to convince everyone else that their life is perfect. And I just feel like, we're in a day of fakeness. Lots of fakeness in different aspects. But if we're living in authenticity, we vibrate higher, we manifest better, and we live genuinely happy lives, not fake happy lives. Okay? And then we just went over the crystal technology, and I've been buying more crystals lately. I bought this assorted bag recently, but I still have to study them because I'm only familiar with a handful of stones that I recognize. The others I still need to look up and understand which one they are. But yeah, this one with sacred sexuality, this one really hit on. You know, we need to learn to honor ourselves in all aspects and not judge ourselves and condemn ourselves. I watch certain content on YouTube that help you know, motivate me and inspire me to be a better person. But there's people that have their own judgmental beliefs and opinions. Like this one particular person, I'm not going to say his name, but I guess he judges women by their body count, meaning how many men they've had. And I feel like, wow, would you want to be judged by that? Because it's like, if you ask me, I feel like men are by far more promiscuous than women, because it seems like they discard women like objects. At least the you know, from my personal opinion. I'm just saying some guys. I know all guys aren't like that, but a lot of guys are very promiscuous, and for any of them to want to judge a woman or another person based upon their body count, it's like, are they gonna count? You know what I mean? How are you gonna judge someone by a standard that you yourself would fail by? You know what I mean? But this card reminds us to honor ourselves and love ourselves, all aspects of ourselves, regardless of our past experiences, regardless of any of that. We shouldn't let anyone else's opinion indicate or influence how we feel about ourselves. So let's say that you met somebody that you thought was great, but him knowing your body count was important. I don't know, if you felt some kind of way about that, I think it's fair for people to have their own standards and preferences, if you will. But if that's not something you want to share with them or be judged by, I recommend that you just disconnect from such people that want to judge you based upon things like that. Because when it comes to sexuality, it can be tricky. You know what I mean? Especially discussing your past and stuff with a person. I mean, if your body count or whatever it makes you feel uncomfortable discussing, then don't discuss it. And if that's a problem or if that's a deal breaker for somebody, then they're obviously not for you, because they're not, obviously who you are isn't good enough, and they need you to have underneath a certain body count for you to be worthy of their love and affection, or to even move forward. They need your body count to be below a certain number. And if that's not in alignment with you, then yeah, I say keep it moving. And it's really no one else's business. Like, if I'm getting to know someone and I'm starting to like them for who they are, their body count really is not going to matter. What will matter is them being healthy and not giving me any type of health problems because of their experience. You know what I mean? So this is a good card to come by to remind you to be confident in that area and to transmute that energy and utilize it for manifestation purposes. It's excellent for that. And then we just went over this balance one, chaos. Well, I think balance is in everything, and we can bring balance to ourselves by going within and, you know, staying at a higher frequency, if you ask me. So that concludes this reading. Oh, I want to go into one more oracle deck before I go, and that is my New Orleans oracle deck. I want to pull a card from this deck to summarize this reading, and then we'll be done. So, 2 and 3. So I'm going to pull a card here, and look what we have. Power. And this one has Marie Laveau on it, and it represents power, is what this card says. And if you don't mind, I'm going to go into this booklet real quick and read it. It says, Marie Laveau was the epitome of power and grace within the community of New Orleans. Not only was she known as a businesswoman, but she also was the go-go person for the spiritual remedies of everyday life. If you have drawn this card, you have been called to embrace all aspects of yourself and to rise to every occasion with confidence. You are so much more than the mundane daily tasks that often bog you down. New opportunities will help you explore the different ways you can express yourself and feel more fulfilled. All right, I hope this reading was helpful to you. I thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.